Well, guys, I've got to say, I'm absolutely stoked with how this wall is coming together. But getting it to look like this was a lot more work than I expected. If you've been following this series, you know the goal here is to finally get the entire Hot Wheels collection out of boxes and actually displayed. In the last couple episodes, we got the premiums up, we got the team transports up, and we finally started to get the 2-packs and the mainlines up on the wall. And we're still going to go for that color palette, rainbow, gradient look for the mainlines. And not just one little row of cars either. I wanted these huge sections of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple just running across the wall, which sounded like a good idea until I realized I had to sort all these things. And that's where things got kind of ridiculous. Because remember, I have thousands of Hot Wheels in this collection, and they've never been organized by color. They've been organized by year, series, set, basically everything except for by color. Had to go through them. And at first it was pretty satisfying, and then it got old kind of quick. But yeah, once I had enough sorted, it started moving pretty quickly. And this is probably my favorite part of the entire project. Every time another sleeve goes up, the wall changes. And you can actually watch this giant empty space turn into a display. And the further I got, the more I liked it. The premiums up top already looked awesome, the team transports gave it some variety, and having all these mainlines underneath organized by color completely changed the look of the wall. There was just one problem. Some colors were way easier to find than others. Red, I've got red cars everywhere, blue wasn't a problem, yellow and orange weren't too bad, but green started to get a little tougher, and purple was absolutely killing me. I'm literally going through stack after stack at this point, just hunting for anything that's purple and that will work. But then when I got to this section, I ran into kind of a problem. I was completely out of 2-packs. I just needed a couple more cars to finish this section and keep everything looking balanced. So instead of forcing something in there that didn't belong, I just grabbed 2 more team transports. And then I had this air-cooled Porsche that I thought looked perfect in that last spot. And honestly, I think it worked. Until I took another look at it. But we'll get to that in a sec. As you can see, I only have a couple rows of purple here, and I need at least 5 of every color to make the wall flow properly. So we got to dig back into the stacks and find more purple cars. Oh yeah, and we finally found a spot for this Forza Audi. You remember from the earlier episodes, that car didn't have a home. But here's where we're at so far, and I noticed something was up. I was somehow missing both green and purple rows, because I needed 5 sleeves of each color. So, back to the piles. But eventually though, the first section started coming together. And this was the point where I could finally see the idea that I had in my head actually working out on the wall. Red flowing into orange, orange flowing into yellow, yellow into green, green into blue, and then finally purple. And that's exactly what I wanted. At this point, I had already picked through a ton of the easiest cars, which meant finding enough of each color for another row was getting a little harder. And of course, I'm hunting for green and purple. But as I was starting another row, I had an idea. Originally, I was basically going to repeat the same exact rainbow beneath the first one. Red under red, orange under orange, yellow under yellow. But that felt a little too perfect. So I thought, what if I shifted the whole thing over? Instead of every color lining up perfectly, the second rainbow would be slightly offset from the first. And that would make the colors look like they're actually flowing across the wall instead of just sitting in 6 giant blocks. And the second I started doing that, I knew that was the move. But right here, I'm just shifting everything over. So I'm shifting all of the colors into their 5 rows. So 5 red, 5 orange, 5 yellow, 5 green, 5 blue, and 5 purple. Well, almost 5 purple. And yeah, I just wanted to show this one more time that Forza finally got placed on the wall. So I'm digging through the piles, looking for more purple. Purple hunting, green hunting. And they were not easy to track down. So I don't know what it is with Hot Wheels. Maybe we should all write letters saying, hey, make more purple cars. But we definitely are on the hunt for them here. And we found another row right there. Another sleeve, some more greens. The greens were really cool. I kind of don't know how OCD I want to get about this. Do I want all the green tones to be exactly the same? Like if you look at the green wall, you can kind of see some of them are turquoise, some of them are lime green, some of them are more like emerald. Same with yellow, right? gold go with yellow. There's like a highlighter yellow, like a sunflower yellow. What do you guys think? So far, right now, we're just going yellow. And yellow is anything from gold to highlighter. And then same with orange. There's like neon orange, there's metallic orange. But I think the vision is really coming through. And I really like how it's looking so far. And honestly, breaking all these down into their own colors like really showed me how many shades of the different colors Hot Wheels uses. Like they use a lot of the same like base colors, but the shades of those colors are all slightly different. I don't know if it's like from factory to factory or batch to batch, but even blues that were, you could tell they were supposed to be the same blue, were like a slightly different shade. One was a slightly bit more metallic, one was slightly flatter. So it was pretty interesting to see. I don't know if you call them discrepancies, but just the differences in the paint. But anyway, how beautiful is this wall? Tell me it's not absolutely coming together. I don't know if you guys can see the offset idea I had, but look at this flow of this gradient color palette. I think it looks really, really sick. And we finally found all the purples we needed. 5 whole sleeves of purple. Like I said, they're different shades, but what are you, the Shade Police? I think it still looks really cool. And I think the color palette rainbow gradient really draws the colors out of the premiums. Like you see like, okay, here's the base colors, and then like your eye kind of goes up and you can notice the different colors and details on the card art of the premiums. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm just super stoked because it's my wall and my display, but that's what I think. I think it looks awesome. So looking ahead, I'm thinking we gotta finish out the second row of rainbow mainlines, add some lighting, and start working on some signs, some neon displays. I'm thinking I kind of want to open these up and like do some diecast racing. What do you guys think? Would you guys watch that? Let me know in the comments if I set up like a massive track, really cool lighting, and you know, I get those timers that like can time each car. We could come up with like these races. I think that'd be pretty sick, and I think that'd be a great way to like open up these cars, look at them under the light, and just have fun with them. I mean, I have 5,000 cars, so why not? But anyway, let me know in the comments if you guys are digging how this wall is coming out. I absolutely love it. If you would do something different, let me know. And if you've been watching the series, thank you so much for watching. And if you have anything to add or input, let me know. And if you want to watch some diecast racing on Dom's Diecast Vault, comment down below, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.